Welcome back. Two players have made it to the final chase with a prize fund of £22,000. Now, on the buzzer and against the clock, they must answer as many questions as they possibly can. Each correct answer puts them a further step away from the chaser. Then it will be the chaser's turn. If he can catch them in the time allocated, they leave with nothing. But if the team can outrun him, they'll share the money between them. So, Julia and Cornelius, well done for getting this far.
Thank you.
There are two of you in the final chase, therefore, we give you a two-step head start on the chaser. OK, good luck. Let's see if you can go home with £22,000. Your time starts now. Which group had the 2002 Christmas #1 with the sound of the underground?
Cornelius.
Girls Aloud.
Correct. Who played the title roles in the 1930s films Captain Blood and the Adventures of Robin Hood?
Cornelius.
Errol Flynn.
Correct. The Rye House plot was a conspiracy to kill which king?
Cornelius.
Charles II.
Correct. In art, what name is given to a painting done directly onto a wall of damp plaster?
Julia.
A fresco.
Correct. Who married Andre Agassi in October 2000?
Julia.
Steffi Graf.
Correct. The War Cry is a religious journal of which?
Julia.
Salvation Army.
Correct. Which notorious historical figure supposedly rode a horse named Black Bess?
Cornelius.
Dick Turpin.
Correct. Jakarta is the capital of which Asian country?
Cornelius.
Indonesia.
Correct. Who was president of France from 1959 to 1969?
Cornelius.
Charles de Gaulle.
Correct. What is the more common name for a myocardial infarction?
Julia.
Heart attack.
Correct. Which comedian created the Flanimal series of children's books?
Julia.
Ricky Gervais.
Correct. Which English rock group released the 1967 single Arnold Lane?
Cornelius.
The Animals.
Wrong. Pink Floyd. How many kings of England have reigned with the name Henry?
Cornelius.
8.
Correct. Which English crime novelist also wrote under the name Mary Westmacott?
Cornelius.
Agatha Christie.
Correct. What was the middle name of US President Gerald Ford?
Julia.
Pass.
It's Rudolph. Philately is the art of collecting which
Cornelius.
items?
Stamps.
Correct. Which dance group won the 2009 series of Britain's Got Talent?
Cornelius.
Diversity.
Correct. Peter Tork, Vicky Dolenz, Mike...
Julia.
The Monkeys.
Correct. What is the third letter of the Greek alphabet?
Julia.
Gamma.
Correct. Slivovitz is a type of brandy distilled
Julia.
from...
Plums.
Correct. How many sides does an octagon have?
Cornelius.
8.
Correct. Which Premier League team play at Fratton Park?
Cornelius.
Portsmouth.
Correct. Anne of Denmark was the wife of which Stuart King?
Cornelius.
James I.
Correct. Who sang the title song of the 1952 film Singing in the Rain?
Julia.
Gene Kelly.
Correct.
Fantastic.
Well, that was fantastic, Cornelius and Juliet. Let me tell you, you are 24 steps ahead of the chaser. You are in with a serious shout of taking home 11 grand each. Well, let's hope it's enough anyway, because it's time to bring back the chaser. $24.
It's good.
That is very good. The chaser has exactly the same amount of time as our team, and he has to try and catch them. But if he gets a question wrong, I will stop the clock, throw it over to the team. If they get it right, they will push the chaser back a step. Let's see if 24 steps is enough. It's time for the final chase. Your time starts now. Which West Indian holds the record for the highest batting score in one innings first-class
Brian
cricket?
Lara.
Correct. Who was appointed the first poet laureate by royal warrant in 1668?
Dryden.
Correct. What was the first name of the Impressionist painter Monet?
Claude.
Correct. What was the star sign of someone who is born on November the 1st?
Scorpio.
Correct. The fishhawk is known by what alternative name?
Osprey.
Correct. Who was appointed Archbishop of Canterbury in 2002?
Rowan Williams.
Correct. Sugarloaf Mountain overlooks which Brazilian city?
Rio de Janeiro.
Correct. The films Get Shorty and Jackie Brown were based on novels by which American writer?
Elmore Leonard.
Correct. Which team is made up of Hannibal, B.A. Baracus, Faceman and Murdoch?
A-team.
Correct. Which race was won in record time by Kenya's Sammy Wanjiru in April 2009?
London Marathon.
Correct. Richard I, John and Edward I were all monarchs from which royal house?
Plantagenet.
Correct. George Best played international football
Northern
for...
Ireland.
Correct. Which English writer published Robinson Crusoe in 1719?
Defoe.
Correct. How many yards are there in 1 mile?
1,760.
Correct. In The Wizard of Oz, which character wants a brain?
Scarecrow.
Correct. The Puppets, Princeton, Kate Monster and the Bad Idea Bears featured in which musical?
Pass.
Stop the clock. Team.
I think that's Avenue Q.
Avenue Q is correct. You're pushing back a step. Chaser, you require 10. Time remaining, 47 seconds. Your time starts now. Fidel Castro resigned as
Cuba.
president. Correct. Which character from the Bible gave her name to a 1968 Tom Jones hit single?
Delilah.
Correct. The purchase of what in 1867 was known
Alaska.
as Steward's Folly? Correct. Who wrote the plays Blithe Spirit and Hay Fever?
Noel Coward.
Correct. Who had an infamous wardrobe malfunction at the Super Bowl in 2005?
Jane Jackson.
Correct. In 1983, the final episode of which sitcom drew more viewers in the US than the year's Super Bowl?
MASH.
Correct. What name is given to the Spanish appetizers which can make up a whole meal?
Nachos.
Wrong. Stop the clock. Team.
Tapas.
Tapas is correct. You push him back. Chaser, you require 5. Time remaining, 15 seconds. Your time starts again now. Which Australian golfer married former tennis player Chris Evert in 2008?
Greg Norman.
Correct. In Greek mythology, Thetis was the mother of which hero?
Achilles.
Correct. Robert Mugabe became president of which
Zimbabwe.
country? Correct. Which country lies between Morocco and Tunisia on the Mediterranean Sea? Oh, time is up. Woo! Time is up. Come on. Cornelius, Julia, 22 grand, £11,000 each. How do you feel about that?
Oh, ecstatic.
Sean is a great player and a very worthy opponent.
Chaser, too short. Those were the two that you were pushed back.
They thoroughly deserved it.
They did deserve it as well. So, the Chaser was beaten today, but that only means he will be back with a vengeance. Can another team beat him? Find out next time on The Chase. Goodbye.